Right guys, hello and welcome back. So, Division 2, Bahrain, and tonight I am joined by Mr. Raver's Revenge. Hello, hello.
Good evening. What's up?
Good evening, good sir. Right,
Yes.
so we should be in for a good night tonight because both the Drivers' Championship and the last promotion spot can both be sealed tonight. So... Dum dum dum. So yeah, Aaron needs to outscore Lennon by 13 points, and he needs to outscore onto the podium by 6 points for him to be champion tonight, which would help him greatly considering he's not here next week. And for Blue Flag to get promoted tonight, he needs to outscore Pagani by 10 points. So, all to play for.
Yep.
How do you see it going? Yeah. Do you think Aaron's just going to absolutely go for it tonight? I mean, I don't think he's got any other choice, really.
He's with him missing the last race of the season. Obviously, this is like his last chance to get a serious amount of points. I still think he'll do it. I don't think he necessarily has to win tonight, because there's still that last race, which he won't be able to attend. But as long as he gets like a second, third at least, then I would think the championship is going to be his.
Interesting. Okay, well he's come out on the mediums for now, so just have a few runs just to get used to the track. Peatman, I think, is the only driver so far to come out on the supers. Oh no, take that back. Agent Panda is on the supers as well. Now, the famous Bendel bottleneck, or as we like to call it, the uphill right-hander, claimed somebody yesterday. Catamies, I think it was, who crashed out yesterday up there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
It's just a very difficult corner, especially when you've got worn tyres, and if you're following somebody through there as well, makes it even harder.
I think it's. I think that's since an update, because I never remember having trouble with that corner when when the game sort of first was released. Right on the curb, you lost all grip, but
yeah,
just left of the curb, the actual track, I don't remember having any trouble there. I don't know, maybe it was an update thing.
Maybe.
How many will it claim tonight? In fact, there's one already on there. That's a McLaren, and it's Agent Panda.
Oh, there we go then.
Yep.
That's the first one of the night. We've only been in for 4 minutes.
And the person it's named after has just literally gone through as Agent Panda was rejoining track. So isn't that ironic?
I mean, I think it will definitely claim a couple of people in the race tonight. I mean, it's already nearly claimed its first victim in qualifying, so I think we'll be definitely seeing a few crashes up there. Bendel puts it on provisional pole though. It's a pretty decent lap from him. 28 flat on the softs.
I found that if you run high ballast, 8, 9, it's going to be difficult on that corner. But then I only survived 2 or 3 laps, so who am I to say anything?
Equipment issues, unfortunately.
Yep.
While we're waiting for a few times to come in, then let's take a quick look at the chat. So we've got Boy Scopes in here, Napula, Bran is in here, Tom Price.
You're all in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hello, hello, hello. And Lennon is just making us, making sure we know that he missed the first race. So technically, him and Aaron are going to miss one each.
Oh yeah.
Which I guess evens things out. Bran is asking why Aaron will miss the last race. He's on holiday. Oh, Andy's already said that. Never mind. My apologies. But yes.
Lennon still hasn't come out the pits yet. He used to do this quite a lot. He used to leave his own sort of qualifying runs a bit later. So
let the grip get up a little bit. I think it's because a lot of drivers get out just to just to sort of get a lap in, get a banker lap in there, get used to the track. Whereas Lennon, I think, just comes out and just slams a few laps in. Normally gets it done as well. He has done so far this season.
Any predictions in the stream? I want to see what people think.
Yeah, get it in there. Get it in there. I want to go for like an out there pole position tonight, so I'm just having a look up and down the grid, just having a look who I can. Let's go for an onto the podium. He's not known for his pole positions, more for his consistent race pace, but why not? Let's go for him for a pole position.
Yep. Aaron's done a 127.9 on the mediums.
Yeah, cracking up. Pagani on board at the moment, currently sitting P4 on the mediums. Half a second slower than his Ferrari rival at the moment.
Tell you what though, Bendel, yeah, like you said before, that's not a bad time because he's only a tenth off prototype Steph. At the top there, prototype Steph's got some pace.
Yeah. And he set his time on the supers.
Yeah, on mine it says softs. Have you got the thing to fitted?
Yes, I have.
There we go.
I said Bendel's got some serious pace if that's the case. Minutes left then. Still no laps from British Bean, Agent Panda, Iceman, and as you say before, Lennon.
Iceman's just come out.
Yeah, on the mediums.
Agent Panda's on the flyer, it's just gone a little bit wide. I'm on board with Agent Panda now. Let's have a look through this corner.
Oh yeah, ooh,
Yeah,
he's lost it
yeah,
again.
That ballast is too much. Like I was saying, that ballast is he's probably on a 9 ballast there. He's going to find this very tricky.
Just trying to get it quickly out of the way for everybody. I think Iceman is the one coming through there next. Yeah, he is. Seems to be alright for him. Yeah, not going too well for Agent Panda at the moment, so he's going to have to pit again now. For another new wing.
Gonna run out. City Posh is 4th now, 28.2, decent in the mediums.
Good time at all. I'm quite surprised that British Bean and the Lennon still haven't set a time, even with 9 minutes left. I mean, they don't even look like they're coming out the pits at the moment. Oh, I say that as British Bean exits the pits, and the Lennon is already out.
Yeah.
He's out on the mediums, which is quite a unusual call this late in quali.
Yeah, he might have just been sat in the pits looking at those times and thinking, do you know what, I could probably go the same, if not quicker, than some of the medium runners already out and done a time on the medium tyre, so...
Gets himself up there, goes longer into the race. Not a bad idea. Oh, British Bean just running over that curb on the right hand side on the exit of the S's. Really dangerous curb that, because it really unsettles the car, and more times than not sends you flying across the track and into the barrier on the left.
Yeah, the curbs are a pest in Bahrain. I used to love this track, but I don't know, not anymore. Since going to wheel, it just feels awful.
Okay. Matt Cause is asking if City Posh has won a race this season. I don't believe so. But I can quickly have a look for you.
I think he had a chance of winning Russia, but I think the rain came and he struggled from then.
Yeah. I mean, his best result of the season is a 4th place, and he did that back-to-back at Japan and Germany. Hasn't finished any higher, unfortunately.
I've got to say, there was a tweet by FTRL. Do you think you've underachieved? Was one of the questions, and I think City Posh might be there. I think he's better than a best of 4th place, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, he's a very quick driver on his day, City Posh, but just doesn't seem to have clicked for him this season. But on the next season, next game, I think he'll be one of the favourites for promotion. I think.
Definitely, couldn't agree more.
Lennon is coming up to the famous right-hander. Let's see how he deals with it. Flat out.
Donzo's just gone off track there. Just where Lennon's now.
Yeah, I think it's the Williams just up ahead.
I think this might be. I think Lennon's going to come in here. No, well, he's got a red fuel light, so.
He's done a 27.8.
Wow,
Puts
did
it
he
on
just
pole.
go pole with a medium tyre?
There we go. Clearly he's a little bit confident. He was saying before the race that he were having a few problems with his control pad as well. Mind games, maybe. Mind games.
Mind games. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, that is a great lap from him. Oh, Aaron punches back though.
Yeah, on the soft tyre.
Provisional pole.
6/10 the difference.
I think Glenn can make that up, you know, on the softs.
Well, look at FTRL hammer time. He's just gone 2nd on the soft tyre, but still.
Yeah. I mean, he's beat prototype Steph there with that time, so it's not a bad time at all. Steph is no slow driver. You say Bendo's still up there, so it's been a pretty good qualifying from him so far.
Ooh, Donzo, what's happened?
Was he in the pits there?
No, he was out on track. I'm just on board with Willy Tix because he's at Bendel bottleneck now.
Oh yeah.
Donzo's lost it. Yeah.
There we go. First victim of the night.
Corner.
It drags you in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such an odd corner. It's very weird that drivers have so much problems with it. Onto the podium though. Go on.
So I was just going to say, it doesn't look like a corner that would cause a problem. It's not exactly. There's not that much gradient on there. It's just a slight uphill right-hander. I can't explain it.
I'm just trying to get a look into the Mercedes garage at the minute. I can definitely see red tyres on Blue Flag's car, and I think I can see red on the car onto the podium as well. So they're definitely leaving it late, I think, and then they're going to come out and set in a lap on the supers. And I think that's probably what most other drivers are thinking as well.
If you go to the fitted, even when they're in the pits, you can see what tyre they are have selected ready to come out on.
Very nice.
Because when I jokingly put on intermediates in a dry quali, it was spotted on the street.
Can't play no games here, Razors.
This is serious stuff.
Mercedes boys aren't doing too well at the moment. I mean, all being said, they are on the mediums, but when you look at some of the guys that are above them, also on the mediums, you wouldn't expect.
Oh, Willy Tix has retired. He was on the track, was he? Trying to find someone.
Yeah, no yellow flags has popped up, so I can't really try and pinpoint it. But I think he was on track when it. Oh, sector 3. So maybe it was that right-hander again.
Yellow sector 3. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody up there at the moment, I don't think. Well, TRS is coming up to that corner. We'll stay on board with TRS. We'll see if we can see the car. Probably been cleared by now, though. To be fair. Yeah, look how much TRS has to lift off there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've heard through the grapevine that TRS has put some serious practice in as well. He likes to rev his car there before changing gear. Oh, just gone a bit wide.
Prototype Steph on his way out. Going through turn 1 and 2 now with the supers. Oh, movement at the Mercedes garage. Looks like Boy Flag on his way out now as well. Onto the podium, is already out on track. It's time to get busy.
Yeah, they like to leave it late. Nexus Cats has gone second, but on the super tyre.
Boy Flag has switched it up and has come out on the softs. Ooh, CRS with a massive slide on the exit of the S's. Gets out of the way of the Renault. Well, that was a big slide. So British Bean in, so that's him done.
Yeah. Hammer Time is retired. He's in 4th at the moment. See if he can keep that.
He's slowing down massively to let everybody past.
Willie Tix is in the chat saying he invalidated his lap, but then had no time to get back in and get another run. So.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Right. So Lennon's on an outlap. Aaron's on an outlap.
Just coming around the final corner to start a lap.
Right, so who will finish the lap first? Aaron is really taking his time here. He needs to get a move on, otherwise he might not even get back.
Well, he's on the super tyre. He's on the super soft tyre.
Oh, he's got his title rifle through.
He's left it really late. I think he'll just get across the line, but
it's gonna be close.
I think he's gonna be alright.
Oh, 4 seconds.
The pole. He wants the pole position, and obviously that's 2 points, isn't it, for getting that?
Well, Lennon is. Oh,
what's
made a mistake in straight on.
Aaron's gone straight off.
Yeah, I don't know if he locked up or. I'm not entirely sure what he's done there. But he's carried on going.
I think he's cancelled the decision to. He doesn't want to be on supers. He's changed his mind.
Yeah, I mean, starting in the top 5, which I mean is probably likely for Aaron with that time on the softs, is not the worst situation to be in. So it's probably a good call. He's probably looked at the race yesterday and noticed those supers don't really go too far. However, Lennon is coming to towards sector 3.
Steph goes pole.
Oh, great one on the supers.
Off second.
Flat out through Bendel's corner.
Looks to have a good lap from Lennon so far. Blue flag somewhere on track.
Here we go then. Up to the line, P2.
Whoa.
Lennon is in a very good spot to win this race now.
Blue flag. I think blue flag was 6th or 7th.
Well, onto the podium, who is also a title rival for Aaron, starting down in P10. So
wow.
That's one driver out of the way for Aaron, but now he's just got to look forward to that Red Bull. Oh, there you go then. Prototype Steph. Is that his first pole position of the season?
I think so.
I don't remember him being up there before, but yeah, Steph takes pole position in Bahrain. Lennon P2. Very good qualifying from him on the soft. City Posh up there as well. Aaron down in P4, but again, all these guys starting on the soft, so they're in real good positions here. Pagani P5, Boy Flag P6, House of Zom P7. Great qualifying.
House of Zom, wow! Didn't even see that. Boom.
Nexus Cats P8.
I'll tell you what, House of Zom said in one of the chats that we have for people who are not part of the league but watching. He said he felt quick. He said he felt quick, and he's never been that high. I mean that respectful. He's never been that high in qualifying, so well done.
Yeah, obviously been putting in the practice. Kind of feel bad for House of Zom and Donzo and Peakman, because they joined quite late on the game, so they've had to get used to this game while trying to improve in the league and everything like that as well. And they've had one season, and then they're switching over to the new game. At least everybody will be on the same playing field, trying to get used to the new game. Right, so looking at qualifying then, Rovers, who would you say is favourite for this race?
It's one of Aaron, Lennon, or City Posh, I would say, from where they've qualified.
Would you like to take us through the formation a lot?
Yeah, can do. So right, Steph gets pole, albeit on the super soft tyre. I seem to remember he did that 2 seasons ago. It wasn't quite the best strategy. Certain Ravers won the race. Second, Lennon, is still in the championship hunt. Did what he could. Effectively pole, some might say. But we'll see how he gets on. City Posh, can he finally break that duck and get a podium, maybe even a win? We'll have to wait and see. Aaron, the championship leader, last race of the season, last race of the game actually. So all to do. Pagani, good qualifying from him. 5th, still actually in the promotion hunt. We'll talk about that obviously as the race goes on, as is Blue Flag, Mercedes driver. I think he's 4th and Pagani's 5th. That's how it works out in the promotion slots, so we'll keep an eye on those. Qualifier of the day, I would say, is House of Zom in 7th place. Brilliant qualifying from him. He's actually out-qualified Nexus Cats in 8th on the super tyre. That's how good he was in qualifying. Iceman in 9th. The other championship challenger onto the podium in 10th. It's not the best place to start, is 10th, but you never know, anything can happen. Hammer Time has gone onto the medium tyre, starting in 11th. Bendel, famous around these parts on this particular track, starting 12th. Beanhead, back in the league for the 4th race, I think. I think this is more of a get used to it again in preparation for the next game. Donzo, who lost it on the Bendel bottleneck in 14th. Willy Tix couldn't quite get another run going, so he's going to start on the medium tyre. TRS in 16th. Peatman in 17th, and Agent Panda is the last driver on the grid.
He wasn't on the grid, by the looks of it.
Quite got round. Has he left? I think he might have left, unfortunately.
Must have disconnected, which is unfortunate. Right then, good job, mate. Here we go.
Cool.
Right, we're waiting for the lights. Here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights. Big delay for no reason. Here we go. Oh, a lot of wheel spin by Steph off the line, and that might give Lennon a look into turn 1, and I think it will do. Lennon's got it into turn 1, I think. What a great start from the Red Bull driver. Prototype Steph holds on to P2 though. Aaron up to P3, already getting past City Posh. Pagani staying where he is. Boy Flag making a move on him though. Promotion rivals.
Oh, Donzo's had some trouble in the back. Onto the podium's up 2 places already.
Yeah, good start from him. House of Zom down by 3 though.
Yeah, didn't get the best start. It's on board with him. Fairly clean what I've seen though.
Yeah, the driver's doing a good job. Quite a tight track this, so. But importantly, Boy Flag is past Pagani. Now, like we said before, he needs to outscore Pagani by 10 points to get promoted tonight. So, it stays like this. It won't be done today, unfortunately. Aaron just on the back of Prototype Steph, though. If you were Aaron right now, would you push too hard to overtake Steph, knowing that he's probably going to be pitting soon anyway? and you can obviously go a lot longer.
Yeah, I would try and get some free slip. Well, I'm obviously going to get some slipstream. If I was Aaron, my main aim would be to stay in Lennon's DRS, because you're not going to be able to pressure someone if you're not in that time, like 1 second time window, are you? So, oh, what's happening back here?
Oh, onto the podium, and Nexus Cat's coming quite close up the hill, having a little look. Thinking better of it. Closest battle on track, I think, at the moment. Although Iceman is on the back of House of Zom.
Top four just kind of creating themselves a gap between them and the rest, just about.
Agent Panda's still not back in, unfortunately. Prototype Surf runs a little bit wide, just couldn't get the pedal down. Oh, Aaron got a massive run through there on Steph.
Maybe. Oh, okay. Something might have happened to Ben. Yeah, Bendel's lost his wing. Still going, but yeah, he has lost his wing, or bits of it.
And now he's got Peatman right behind him.
Oh. Okay. I thought I saw
City Posh trying to make a move on Aaron into turn one. Tried to go up the inside. Aaron held his position well though.
I mean this in the most respectful way to Steph, but he's obviously going to be pitting early, and it's going to be extremely difficult for him to be challenging for a win. But I still think this is going to be an incredible three-way battle. These three look so evenly paced at the moment.
Oh, City Posh had a massive slide coming out of that corner.
Yeah, Matt Cause is right in the chat, saying that Willie Tix has had a great start. He's up 5 places. He's in 10th now on the medium tyre, I think. Yes.
Yeah. These medium tyre guys are going to be in a good spot. Hammer Time, I think you might see him a little bit higher come the end of the race if he stays out of trouble.
Yeah, Steph's worn tyres are seriously holding up Aaron now. Look how far Lennon's got ahead of Steph.
Yeah, Aaron needs to make this move quick, get it done into turn one, I think.
Pretty sure Steph's going to be pitting.
Yeah, look at the traction. Steph pulls over, plays the little dummy.
Oh, could be 3 wide. City Posh is there as well.
City Posh up into P3. It's not going to have a look in. Have a look onto Aaron though. He's going to just stay behind. So Prototype Steph down 3 spaces now. They say they're super struggling quite a bit.
Yeah, now can Lennon capitalise? Because obviously Aaron and City Posh are going to have a bit of a squabble.
Yeah, they're out the DRS now with Lennon as well. So,
if I was
City
Lennon,
Posh had a bit of a moment though.
If I was Lennon, I'd turn everything up just for a lap, maybe 2 laps. Just get away. Just put the pressure on. You never know. Oh, City Posh. Again, it's losing rear grip again.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot this season.
Mm.
So we've got a little train between the 2 Mercs and the McLaren. Then we've got Nexus Cats just behind them. Prototype Steph is dropping back on City Posh. I think the only thing keeping him in this fight right now is the DRS, to be honest.
Aaron goes quickest, so yeah, I think he knows that he's been.
Might be seeing a move on Boy Flag. Fagani tried to go to the inside, but Boy Flag covered him. He's got to try and go around the outside now. Goes for the switchback. Couldn't quite get it done. He went for it though.
Good effort.
Yeah, this is helping Steph
Hammer
just
time.
a little bit.
Yeah. Hammer time past Cats.
Yeah.
Hammer time having a good race, up 2 places on mediums.
Yeah, Nexus Cats I think will start falling back a lot now. He's got House of Zom right behind him. Sensing blood.
Ooh!
Nexus Cats went for a little move there on the inside.
Yeah, he had a look. Hammer time gave him the room.
So Pagani's just struggling to get past his former teammate. And Aaron has closed the gap now to half a second.
Yep.
But as you say, Lennon is in 1 though, so he's clearly not pushing.
Oh, once the podium's left the session.
Disconnection.
Yep. Yeah, he's still got his wing, I think.
That is a shame. So, Aaron would have seen that. Confidence will be high now, so Lennon is the only guy he needs to focus on right now.
Yellow sector 3.
I'm going to
Where's
assume
that?
Oh,
It's
TRS.
TRS.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up Bendel's corner.
Yeah. Bendel's actually just going through it. I'm just going to take an onboarding just
Aaron.
in case we catch anything.
He's got a real good run here on Lennon. Don't think he's quite close enough to make a move into here, but
Yeah, Lennon doesn't have to worry too much. He does have another race to do. He would have preferred to have been a little bit further ahead, I suppose, but
yeah, Aaron here is the driver with it all to do. Pagani still struggling to get past blue flag.
TRS in for the new wing. Has he gone onto the medium tyre? No, he's gone back onto the sleepers, so...
I think onto the podium's back in his car. Although he has dropped down 3 or 4 spots, unfortunately for him.
It's giving me the annoying rev glitch.
Yeah, it's doing that to me as well, so I'm going to stay away from onto the podium. House of Zom is having a look up the inside of Hammer Time, no. Into the last corner.
No, it's going to try again on this straight.
Yeah, couldn't quite get the speed to make the move.
That's
Gonna
it,
have
he's turned
DRS
everything
this
up.
time. Here we go.
Look at the speed difference. Woo.
The Haas is pouncing, and the Sauber can do nothing to defend. Great move by House of Zom.
Yeah, he's done alright. Qualified 7th, had not a great start, went down a few places, now he's back.
Yeah. And that's a rookie overtaking quite an experienced driver there. Hammer Time has been racing for quite a while, so
Neats is in the chat, hello.
a lot.
Matt Cause is saying Willie Tix will be on the podium, he's absolutely sure of it.
Well, he's currently P6 at the moment. He is on the mediums though, so...
And he's catching Pagani and Blue Flag.
I mean, what's the gap to City Posh? 4 seconds? Just under?
Yep.
So he's definitely not out of it. Aaron is still just on the back. He's wasted a lot of ERS though on those last couple of laps. He's going for it here though. Ooh. I thought he were gonna go for that one. Thought a little bit better off it though.
Yeah, it was a cancellation, I think.
Yeah, I mean Aaron knows if he crashes out here.
Willie Tix and Pagani having a bit of a scrap. Beanhead's in. Getting a new wing.
I was going to say a little bit early to pit on those mediums, so onto the softs. 2-stop for him, I think now. Can't get those softs to the end.
Zach's in the chat. Good evening, welcome. Bonsoir. Yeah, I've got it all.
Div 1 title favourite now, you would say, after Dutch's problems last night. What is it, 18 points clear with 22 available.
Yeah. Anything can happen.
This is true. Roy six ever so closer to the back of Pagani. Go on, Ravens, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, saying that onto the podium was left and come back, he's still fighting, still some places to be gained. Oh, Aaron and Lennon, what's happening?
Oh,
Aaron's on
made
the
a
outside.
move.
Yeah,
The
he's
lead
got him.
has changed.
Used a
And
bit
Pagani
more battery, Aaron.
trying to go around the outside of the Mercedes as well. Couldn't quite get it done like the Ferrari man could, but he certainly gave it a go. This will open the door a little bit more for Willie Tix. Right on the back of Pagani now. Lennon, I don't think will give this up early though. Easy, should I say. Aaron's in a difficult spot now though, because he's had that 2 or 3 laps where he's been pushing so much to get past Lennon, where he's pretty much used always the RS. So now he has to save while being in front, and Lennon has, you know, the DRS and the slipstream and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's
But,
run a little bit wide there as well.
But you know, it's better. You're better off being in a place where there's no cars in front of you than one car, I think.
Very true. Will Tix, I
He could,
think, might make a move into turn 1 here. Go on.
yeah, Willie Tix.
Yeah, he's a lot closer. So,
Oh, he's just took up too much curb. Is he gonna? He's not that far behind. Well, Pagani's got the DRS, of course.
yeah, I don't think he's quite close enough.
Lennon.
And the lead has changed again.
Yeah,
We keep having a look at the battle behind him, and we keep missing the overtakes between these guys.
Oh, Pagani's nearly spun. Oh. Yeah,
Too much
definite
going on.
contact, Pagani and Willie Tix. And House of Zom is there. Aaron and Lennon side by side.
Through the S's. That is great driving. That is so narrow through there. They have done extremely well to get through there with no contact.
But Lennon's going to have DRS.
British Bean puts in the fastest lap on those fresh softs. Oh, very close to the back. TRS.
Oh, TRS with a 5-second stop going. Oh, contact!
Lennon's gone into the back of Aaron.
Oh. Come in,
I
get
think,
your wing change, get mediums.
I think Aaron was struggling a little bit through that corner, and Lennon just had so much more speed. That could be big though. That could be
Could
huge.
be big, yeah.
City Posh is only 3 seconds behind Lennon.
Aaron's in as well. Both are in.
Here we go. City Posh
City
carries
Posh
on,
stays
so
out.
he will inherit the lead. Boy Flags, Will Tix definitely stays out because obviously he's still on the mediums and might be making a move onto Boy Flag into turn 1. He's going to have to go around the outside. Onto the curb he goes. Still
Good
side by
driving.
side. That is cracking driving. That is what Willie Tix can do when he's patient.
Look at them behind.
Yeah,
House of
Pagani
Zom,
and House of Zom
sorry.
are piling up.
Who's this? Iceman,
Still side by side.
Hamilton.
Into the S as they go, and Boy Flag has to yield. Willie Tix has got the move done, and he's in a fantastic spot now, still on those mediums. But that was some cracking
Too much
driving.
happening.
Yeah, there is. Although I'd rather there be too much happening than not enough. Keep it going, boys.
Yeah, so Lennon's come out in 13th. Obviously had that wing change.
Yeah.
And Aaron's come out 10th. With a bit of traffic coming up.
Yeah, he's coming up to the back of Dunzo, but Lennon equally has come up behind Steph, and Steph isn't the slowest driver, so Lennon's going to have a bit of issues getting past him, I think. So this just gives Aaron the chance to get up the road now. Murtic's already pulling away from Blue Flag out of DRS now. Obviously these softs are going to be falling off the cliff quite soon, whereas Murtic, I'm sure, is still quite happy on his tyres. Blue Flag and Pagani peel into the pits. House of Zom, provisional P3.
Yes! Come on!
So, mediums onto the McLaren. I would assume that's the same for the Mercedes. Yes, it is.
Managing his ERS well as House of Zom. Plenty of battery there.
Yeah. So what would you do now with your House of Zom? Pit this lap?
Pit this lap, yeah. I would.
Gonna lose way too much time to Pagani and Blue Flag. If you don't run too far over those curbs, especially with one tyres. But he's doing a cracking job at the moment.
Crucially, Lennon has a bit of a sort of gap behind him. I know he was further ahead than Pagani, but you never know with these sort of pit stops. Anything can sort of happen.
Yeah, especially with a wing change as well.
Yeah.
So Wiltic's just pulling further and further away from the guys behind. City Posh, I would assume, is going to pit this lap or maybe the next lap. So Wiltic's will be in the lead, and I'm assuming he won't be pitting for another 8 or 9 laps. I know the mediums can go quite a long time around here.
Yeah, City Posh pits.
Yeah, onto the podium. Still hasn't pit. 11 lap old softs. There we go. Peels into the pits now. House of Zombie as well. And City Posh in, like you say. So mediums, I would assume, going onto all of these cars. And they will be going to the end. Oh, House of Zom. I thought got held up there by onto the podium. But then he sort of jumped forward.
He's come out in 9th as House of Zom. Just ahead of Pagani.
Still got a lot of guys ahead of him that needs to pit though.
So House of Zom come out the pits. Obviously the pit exit is the white line. It goes on forever.
Yeah.
Bahrain. Pagani was coming down, and then House of Zom just out of the pits was sort of on the apex. But I think Pagani will get past as the mediums going to take a while to warm up.
House of Zom
he's
yielding that one quite sensibly. Oh, Blue Flag up the inside of him as well. Oof. I don't think he's took any damage from that House of Zom.
I think he's alright.
Yeah, still in with a points finish here though. House of Zom just keeps his head down.
He's in a fight with Blue Flag and Pagani. There's no reason why he shouldn't be.
Yeah, very good drive at the moment. Donzo getting through the right-hander quite comfortably. I would pit quite soon if I was Donzo, because that corner is going to get harder and harder on one side. And City Posh is right on the back of him now.
Yeah, I think Donzo will be coming in.
Yep. Into the pits he comes. So, Aaron currently P3. 2 cars in between him and Lennon. With Hammer Time and Bully 6 still to pit. So what, Lennon is currently, what, net P4. My head hurts. I can't work out the points for that. I think it's more than 10 points though, so I think if Lennon finishes P4 and Aaron wins, I think that's the points he needs, I think.
Well, Aaron will get 20 points. P4 is 10? 2017, 15, 12, sorry. It'd be an 8 point difference.
Okay, right, so Lennon is still okay at the moment.
At the moment, yeah. Just changing the subject, he's quietly gone about his business. He's got older tyres, but he's in 5th. Look at prototype Steph. Can he get these tyres to the end?
I mean, that would be a huge ask.
Well, I tell you what. I mean, hey, what's happened?
Sector 1 yellows.
Sector 1
Not entirely sure who that was.
might be a lapped car.
Big battle going on here though between Pagani, blue flag, and Peatman. Peatman just holding these guys up a little bit, I think. And that's put Pagani right on the back of blue flag. Peatman obviously on all the tyres than these guys. He's run a little bit wide out of the last corner as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was close.
I was wondering where blue flag was obviously going to pull out, but then Pagani had such a good exit. Oh, look at this! This is like Bahrain in real life.
Oh, Peatman went a little bit further. I think he had broke himself a little bit. So they all get past him quite easily.
I think Peatman was just wanting to get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Pagani and blue flag again battle.
House of Zom has got the perfect seat for this little battle. He's got to keep onto the podium behind him. Oh, onto the podium!
Ooh, contact.
Goes into the back of him a little bit. Pagani and blue flag still going side by side. Onto the podium, has gone up the inside. House of Zom. House of Zom's got the inside of the line though. Don't give this up easy. See, that's where I think confidence comes into it.
Yeah.
Onto the podium, obviously, you know, been playing F1 a lot longer. Blue flag holds it well around the outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, onto the podium, obviously, you know, playing F1 a lot longer. I think had the House of Zom had a little bit more confidence there, he would have fought that back. He was on the inside line, probably in the best position to hold that place. But I just don't think he wanted to cause any crashes.
And when those quickest.
Yeah, sitting fastest laps. Pagani's got a massive run here on blue flag. DRS is open, but onto the podium is coming here as well, and it's 3 wide going into turn 1.
3 wide.
Ooh, House of Zom backs out of it. He doesn't know where to put his car. The Mercedes have come together. Oh my god. And onto the podium somehow has squeezed through.
Blue flag nearly lost it then, but blue flag's coming back. Right. Oh, he's gone for it.
He's gone up the inside. That was ambitious. Wow.
Now that fastest lap might seem interesting from Lennon, but then Willie Tix is on the soft tyre in the top 10, so he'll take that back, I would assume.
Yeah. I mean, Willie Tix now, like you say, soft tyre, 13 laps to go, and he's currently P6.
Yeah, it's 14.3 seconds behind the leader, but the leader is hammer time, he wasn't pit. So actually, he's 9.1 seconds behind Aaron, who's net P1.
Yeah, and he's got hammer time, well, not hammer time, prototype stuff right in front of him. And he's closing him down very quickly, and then you can see Lennon, and you can see the Renault just ahead of him as well.
Yeah.
So he's got something to aim for here.
Willie Tix, if he can be faster than Aaron by 7 to 8 tenths a lap, I know it might be a big ask. You never know.
He's still got to take those softs 13 laps down. We know after around lap 10 they start to drop off massively. Onto the podium here, they might be having a look into turn 1 on Pagani. Pagani's making him go the long way around. Oh, Pagani! He broke very late.
Oh.
And has held onto the position. Oh, onto the podium, fighting back quite aggressively though. Pagani having to go off track, still wheel to wheel.
Wheel to wheel. Pagani's going to keep it. Yeah.
And through the S as they go.
It's fairly assertive, is what I'm going to call tonight's racing, I think.
No driver was given an inch right there. But that is racing. I don't think any of that was overly aggressive. Definitely aggressive, but, you know, racing is racing at the end of the day. Wheel to wheel racing is what you want to see.
A few people on the grid have a point to prove, or they feel like they have a point to prove. Lennon and City Posh.
Yeah, just gone on board with this. Now, if City Posh can keep Lennon behind them, and Willie Tix overtakes both of them, that will hand the title to Aaron.
Yes, I wasn't even thinking of that.
Hammer
He only
time
needs
pits.
to outscore Lennon by 10 points.
Yeah.
But Lennon's going to get a place now because Hammer Time pits. Here comes Lennon.
Oh yeah. True. So he
In
needs
the
to
blink
get
of an eye,
overtaken by
your
Steph
theory
as well.
is... Yeah, in the blink of an eye, your theory is thrown out of the window, Joe. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good, right? Look at City Posh and Lennon.
Side by side.
Brilliant.
Lennon doesn't want to take too many risks here.
Oh, City Posh around the outside. Oh, what a move.
Wojcik is
Round the
right
outside.
behind this on the softer tyre. Lennon needs to be careful here because if he fights this too much, Steph is going to get closer. And then the title really does hang in the balance.
Yeah. There's battling all over the place.
Yeah.
Hammer Time, on the soft tyre, might be wanting to get involved in the Pagani podium blue flag battle.
I mean, this battle has just been absolutely insane. Hammer Time getting so much more speed on blue flag through there. House of Zom is still right behind this as well. And in the background there, you can see the Force India, who's also gaining. I mean, this could be a 5-car battle in a couple of laps. Surely it will be upset for one of these guys.
Ritix has got a monster run out of the final turn.
Yeah.
Lots of battery. Double slipstream. Doesn't have the straight line speed, I don't think.
He's got nowhere to go though.
This could be 3 wide.
Don't do it. Oh,
do it. Oh.
No, that is that's very good driving from Wojcik. Normally he would slam that up the inside.
Oh, here we go.
Probably take out 2 drivers. He's got the move done on City Posh here though.
Yeah. He had to go for it. The gap was there.
Here we go. Then.
City Posh. Oh,
a little bit of a wiggle.
Yeah. Battling going on. Hammer Time. Hammer Time's past blue flag and onto the podium.
Oh, the Mercedes side by side. Oh. Through the S's, I think there was a little bit of contact. Oh my God, onto the podium, sent it. Wow.
The blue flag had to avoid.
That was massively ambitious from onto the podium.
It's allowed House of Zom to get through. And Hammer Time is now hunting down Pagani. Look at the speed Hammer Time's got. Wow.
Yeah, up the inside. Job done. Hammer Time up to P6. The Saubers are having a great race so far.
Yeah.
You would expect Hammer Time now to pull away. But, I mean, I'm quite surprised onto the podium didn't give that position back. Yes, he had the Haas behind him. But that was a massive move up the inside there. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe just had too much speed and nowhere really
Will
to
he
go.
take turn 1, Lennon? Oh. Sorry, yeah, I thought he was going to send it.
Well, he might send it now.
Yeah, definitely want to be on the inside here.
Contact. No damage though. So Wojcik's up into P2.
With more battery than Lennon. And probably better tyres.
Yeah, so Lennon's going to struggle now to get past. So that's going to bring City Posh back into it for a podium. And Prototype Steph is still lurking around. It's dropped down to about 5 seconds now though, so I don't think he'll be getting involved anytime soon. There's only 9 laps to go.
Yellow sector 2.
Yellows. Oh, I think that's TRS letting guys past.
Okay.
Yeah. TRS going very, very slowly.
Got Cats and Donzo also having a battle.
So onto the podium. Still just on the back of Pagani. House of Zom. And then Blue Flag. Iceman isn't closing in quite as much as he was last time. Onto the podium, might make a move here and though into turn 1 on Pagani. Depends on the run he can get here. Everything will be turned up. Pagani defending the inside line, making contact!
Oh!
Onto the podiums, into the wall. I'm not entirely
Lost his
sure
ring.
what happened
don't
there.
rejoin. I wasn't. I was flicking through. Yeah, I joined it when he was sideways.
He gets out of the way for his teammate as well. Well, it's all happening.
It's all happening, and I tell you what, it's not finished yet, because Willie Tix, since he's gone past Lennon, has... I'm not saying it's going to happen, but he's gained half a second on Aaron. And
Yeah.
that gap is tumbling, and there's still 9, including this lap, 9 laps left.
Will Tix will have to manage his tyres though at the same time, because like I say, those softs are going to drop off massively towards the end of this race. So if he pushes too much now, he's going to leave himself open to the two guys he's already overtaken.
The thing is, he's got more battery than Aaron. He's catching him, and Aaron will know that he's being caught, and that can... I'm not saying Aaron would... I don't know, it's just pressure, isn't it? It's...
I mean, he's definitely pushing at the moment, Aaron, and Wotix is still gaining on him, so mentally that must be hard to deal with, because he's not got a lot of ERS, and he knows the guy behind is catching him rapidly.
House of Zom might be having a run on Pagani here. He is.
He's going to make him go around the outside, though. Oh, Pagani.
Blue flag there as well.
Into turn 1.
Tell you what, House of Zom has had the best race weekend of his F1 career.
Couldn't agree more. He's fighting with some top guys here, and
yeah,
he's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, yellow 2 and 3 sector. Oh, it's Beanhead's round. He's lost it on the bottom there.
Oh, yeah, not a great race for the Toro Rosso.
Since I last updated you about the Willie Tix to Aaron gap, it's come down by a second.
Yeah, Willie Tix is absolutely flying, and City Posh is within half a second of Lennon as well.
If Willie Tix can win this, look at that gap, it is tumbling. If Willie Tix wins this is driver of the season. He started, where did he start?
10th?
He didn't even...
11th?
No, it was lower than that.
Like that.
No, it was lower than that. He started...
Let me quickly
14th?
check.
I don't know.
I'll go back in the stream and have a look.
City Posh, oh, he's having a look but can't quite get there. House of Zom. Matt Coles is saying he started P15, just looked on the chat.
Yeah, P15. Wow.
And he's second. And
that is crazy. Yeah, P15 to a win. I mean, that's it's not bad at all. And do you know why? Because he hasn't been dive bombing into every corner.
Yes.
He's been so patient and he's been so consistent, and look where he is.
I've just seen Beanhead letting people through because I was looking for that. It's this yellow sector 1. He's just been given a 10-second time penalty because just being off track.
I'm sure that'll be
3.8 seconds. Wow. This could be happening.
Time is coming down. I mean, quite soon he's going to see that Ferrari up the road. Yeah, there he is. Yeah. You can see him.
Carl is raising a good point. That's Junkie Sport in the chat. He's saying Willie Tix will burn out his tyres too early. But, well, it's... You know, that is a good point, but he's got to go for it. Why not?
Yeah. I mentioned that before, because we know once those soft tyres reach about 10-11 laps, they fall off massively. And with the rate that Will Tix is pushing... But when you're a driver and you see the guy in front, especially if it's for the lead, getting closer and closer to you, the only thing you want to do is push and push and push.
Yes.
Boy flag
Jeremy Clarkson style.
Making a move on Pagani.
How defensive was that?
Yeah, nothing he can do.
Oh, House of Zom's there.
Might have a look. Goes for the switchback. That's what we want to see. House of Zom. If House of Zom pulls off a switchback, I mean, that would just be the greatest week in FTRL history.
Yeah. Beanhead's just gone into the pits, retired.
Bendel getting past Donzo. Still plenty of battles up and down here. City Posh is still just on the back of Lennon, although Steph has fallen off massively to these guys, obviously on much more worn tyres. 3.5 seconds now. It's been that same gap now for the last lap, so this is where I think now Willie Tix has pushed a little bit. Although it's gone down by 3/10 in that corner.
Yep. Oh. Mate, you know, probably Aaron is going to hold on. It's, you know, he's probably going to hold on. But if Willie Tix gets within that penalty window,
yeah, anything can happen at that point.
City Posh.
Oh, City Posh, yeah, trying to make a move on Lennon. Came extremely close. Might have a run up here as well. Nowhere really to go. He's going to go for the switchback. Oh! Big save from City Posh. Through the S's they go. Oh, City Posh is struggling so much by the looks of it. Just can't seem to keep that car in a straight line at the minute.
They're saying in the chat that Willie Tix has got a penalty. I think we might have missed it, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean I've not seen it.
It does, yeah.
It's been quite a while since penalties popped up. I don't pay much attention to them, to be fair. I quite like the surprise at the end when everybody jumps everywhere.
Yeah.
So City Posh has fallen off the back of Lennon now a little bit. Gap between the top two now is 3 seconds, but as I say, Willie Tix has that penalty. So technically, Lennon is still finishing P2 here, because I don't think Lennon has one.
Aaron's got 2 warnings.
Ooh, okay.
But he'll know he's got a penalty advantage to Willie Tix. But Willie Tix is closing in. You never know when they battle. It looks like he's going to catch him.
Yeah, if Aaron gets a penalty, then it's all still to play for. 2.5 seconds now. Just dropped down by another half a second in the first sector. Through the S's they go. Oh, I never like it when a driver goes over that curb on the right.
Yeah.
Too scary. Oh, City Posh again having a bit of a moment. So Lennon is doing all he really needs to do. Aaron can't really do anything else. So the title will go on. However, the title leader will not be here.
He's not even going to be in the country. Yeah, Matt Coles does raise a point. I mean, Willie Tix's tyres are going to suffer. Same as Aaron and Lennon, they're on 15 laps of mediums, they're not going to be very fresh.
Yeah, 2 seconds the gap now. 2 laps to go.
Well, three including this one.
Yeah. City Posh again getting quite close to the back of the Red Bull, but as soon as he gets close, he has a massive moment and then loses all the time he's gained. And he's got no ERS.
House of Zoms there as well. House of Zoms stayed with them.
Yeah, I mean, I think House of Zoms got so unlucky. Started P7 and he's had such a good race, but has somehow fallen back 2 spots. And for all the effort, he might only get, what is it, 2 points for 9th, I think. But he can come away from tonight thinking, do you know what? I've given everything in that race, and he's had a fantastic drive, to be fair to him.
Definitely. You know, but obviously mean this in the most respectful way possible. But for drivers who don't finish in the points in the top 10, it only takes one result, one good result, and it's like, wow, I want to do it again. You know. and he'll want to race next week so bad. And he's had equipment issues as well. His internet has often not been available all the best. So, fair play.
Actually, do you know what? Looking at the standings, if House of Zom finishes in the points here, it will be his first points position finish. I think he has points. Yeah, he's got 3 points, but I think that's obviously been for the clean lap.
Races.
Yeah. So this will be his
time.
actual first points position finish. And the Sauber drivers are quite closer.
Yeah, Hammer Time has just gone past his teammate Steph, and Hammer Time has actually gone up 6 places, so another good drive.
I think where Steph is just shows how much of a disadvantage you are starting on the supers. Started on pole position,
Yeah.
and he's now currently struggling down in P6. He's just had another big moment. His teammates going past him. What could have been? Willie Tix is so close now to the DRS. It's been a second and a half for the next lap.
It's just going to run out of road. It's just going to run out of road. It's been a great drive. Drive of the day, without a shadow of a doubt, Willie Tix. Obviously, there's other honourable mentions, I suppose, but to go from 15th to 2nd.
So Branny's asking what the championship will look like at the moment. Well, Aaron will get 20. Lennon gets what? 15?
15, yeah.
Let's
On
just
to podium, won't score anything at the moment.
He's 10 ahead at the moment, so it'll be 15 heading into next week. Aaron won't be here, and there were 22
Bendel's
points
round.
up for grabs.
I think Bendel was battling with Peatman. I saw it on the thing, and then I flicked to it, and Bendel's sideways off track. Didn't see what happened.
Unfortunate for him. Aaron really needs to win this race, though. I mean, he's most likely going to now. I don't think Wiltix will get past. Like I say, I think he's going to run out of road. So Aaron will have done everything he can. Lennon next week will need to get 3rd or higher in order to win the championship. Onto the podium now. I think he's out of it. The promotion fight, however, will go on. Like I say, Boy Flag needed 10 points over Pagani, and they're currently scrapping away for 7th and 8th, so that won't be settled just yet.
Aaron comes across the line.
There we
Gets
go.
the win.
There's your race winner. Like we keep saying, Aaron has done everything he can. So all eyes now are on Lennon next week. City Posh P4. Hammer Time will come across the line in P5. Fantastic drive from him. Prototype Steph, not the greatest of races, but starting on the supers, you wouldn't have expected too much.
House of Zom beats Pagani on penalties.
Wow. P8. What a drive.
4 points.
Cracking. Doubled his points in this race. Nexus Iceman gets the last points position. Onto the podium with that that coming together with Pagani will only come home in P11. Nexus Cats slamming over the line in P12. Donzo will get P13. Oh, Peatman's run out of fuel. You can see the line and he's run out of fuel. But P14 it will be for Peatman. in the DNF'd P15, so TRS will obviously jump in, but TRS a couple of laps down I think at this point. There we go.
Well,
what a race.
Well, yep. I'll get the 3 in.
Thank you.
Aaron. Lennon Willitics.
Right, is that everyone? It is. Right then, might as well kick this off. So, Aaron, race winner. I mean, we'll start with qualifying. We saw you try and go for a lap, but then you sort of went straight on at turn 1, and obviously that was, you know, not enough time left. I mean, what happened? Did you just decide not to start on the supers?
Well, the problem I've got is obviously I needed to try and get pole tonight, but I was in a bit of a catch-22 because obviously the quicker tire would have been the supers, but I had to set my soft time about halfway through quali. So because obviously then if Lennon was to then be sitting on provisional pole, I was going to have to do a lap on supers. So I kind of went out preparing to do a lap, and as I ran wide around Bendel Bottleneck around that corner to let someone through it, it validated my next lap for some reason. But so yeah, so that basically what happened. So there was no way I was going to get a lap in anyway. So yeah.
Fair enough. Onto the race then. How did the race, obviously overall, go for you? You had a little bit of a scrap with Lennon.
Yeah, no, it was alright. I mean, I wasn't particularly happy with where I started, to be honest. I know it was P4, but even so. And I must admit, I felt like really in a groove. So once I think I got to take Posh off the line, and then I was sort of sat behind Steph for a couple of laps or so, which, I mean, it doesn't really matter obviously now, but at the time I was like getting reasonably frustrated with, because obviously I needed to make sure I didn't win this race. Then I got past Steph, got up to Lennon. He was defending really, really well, especially down into turn 1. So that was enjoyable as always. And then, yeah, once I got past, it was just make sure that making mistakes, keep it consistent, and bring it home.
Okay, I mean, I'll come on to the little incident now. Lennon, obviously, while you guys were running 1-2. I mean, Lennon went into. I mean, I don't know if you felt it, but Lennon went into the back of you.
Did he?
Yeah, up the right hander. Lost a little bit of
wing.
Is that when I lost
it slightly?
I might have been.
Yeah, I think was that the lap when we both pitted?
I think you both pitted that same lap, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So basically, what happened as I was coming out of the DRS straight, and as I went left, I saw the red proximity arrows to my left, so I tried to allow as much space as possible for Lennon. And then as I was about to go around the corner, I sort of rode that inside curb slightly, so it sort of slid me out a little bit. So that's why, because then I completely lost traction, and obviously I had to lift. Well, I say lift, I had to just try and readjust myself as quickly as possible. So that's obviously what happened. I had no idea, absolutely no idea.
Okay, fair enough. Right, well, the more important issue now is the title.
Yes.
The lead now is 15 points, 22 obviously up for grabs for Lennon. You know, next week. Obviously, you not being here, but you've done obviously everything you possibly can.
Yeah.
How confident are you that you can still win it? I mean, obviously Lennon only needs what top 3, so podium, and if he gets pole as well, that's going to help him a little bit more.
I think he's going to do it, and rightly so. I mean, I was saying to Pagani and Simon and everyone earlier on when we was racing, I said, you know, look, if you look at it this way, I've had, because obviously Azerbaijan got cancelled and I'm missing the last race, I've had 10 races this season and I've won half of them. So anyone that, like, in normal circumstances, you'd think that would probably be enough, but given how well he's driven all season, if he takes it, then he thoroughly deserves it. So yeah, I mean, I'll obviously be keeping an eye on it, but not much I can do. I've just got to sit back and wait. But best of luck to him, and like I said, if he does manage to do it, then fair play to him.
Alright, yeah, it's been a cracking season to watch. So
it has.
Congratulate you now on your season. Obviously fully fully deserve the title, either one of you. I mean, even onto the podium had a little bit of a shout, but I think you guys have run each other so close all season. Obviously, your last race now of the season, the last race of the game. So that's that.
I'll install this in a minute.
Good job. Good job on the race to win. Right, pass you over to Ravers.
Sorry,
Cool.
can I just quickly jump in, Ravers?
Cool.
Yeah.
Regarding that incident, I had absolutely no idea. But Lennon, if by all means send that in, just a complete accident. I had no idea that you even hit me. So apologies for that, mate.
That's what I'm wondering about.
Yeah, sorry, Ravers. Go on, mate.
Right, well, Willie Tix, like, you're not involved in this championship battle, but that was pretty much a champion's drive. Where the hell did that come from?
Honestly, not a clue. I'm still in shock. So yeah, I mean, I know I have good pace around Bahrain because obviously my first win was here, but I messed up my qualifying lap and I couldn't do one on the softs, so I only managed it on the mediums. So what did I start, like 14th, 15th?
I think the lads were saying 15th, yeah.
Yeah, and then Matt Cause in the YouTube chat shout out Matt Cause, gave me a strategy of just go on mediums, and I was like, oh well, I'm basically last, fuck it. And it worked out really well. I stayed out extra long. Other guys were battling behind, so I managed to jump them and then soft to the end, so past Lennon and City Posh. If I didn't have the penalty, I might have tried to push a bit harder to get Aaron, but I didn't want to catch him because I knew if we battled, I'd lose the 3-second advantage and end up losing a podium.
Ah, okay. We kind of caught on late into the race that you had a penalty, but we saw that gap coming down. Did you know that Aaron had no penalties? Were you kind of like thinking?
Yeah, no, I knew that Aaron had no penalties, so I was just trying to make it as easy as possible for me to still get a podium. But it was just annoying because it was at the start of the race I got one warning, and then on the next lap, as I was avoiding someone, I managed to got another warning, and then the other one was just me. So.
Well, that drive, some of the people watching were saying that was got to be the drive of the season. I suppose talking about next season, we won't talk about next week because you're not kind of in any kind of championship battle or anything like that. But next season, you've proven that you can win races, and you've proven that you can go from low position to a high position tonight. What's your aim for next season?
I guess
promotion
is the aim, but we'll see how it goes. I'm still anything but consistent and just improving. And we'll see how the F1 2019 fares for me.
Yeah, different game. You might be even quicker. Never know.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Well, best of luck next week, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Right, Lennon. Bit of a up and down race for you. I mean, we might as well just touch on the incident from your sort of point of view. Obviously, you had a little bit more speed. Obviously, Aaron, as mentioned, he made a mistake. I mean, how did it feel in terms of your position?
What, how did it go, or like? I don't know,
overall the race,
yeah.
the incident,
Well, the incident started. I can't blame. I can't blame Aaron for it. He just made a little mistake, and I was basically tucked behind his wing. I'm not going to report it because it's just stupid, really. You know what I mean? If I did, he made a little mistake, and I just got caught up in it. It wasn't much damage, but it was enough to make me slower, so I had to change my wing. But I feel like if that didn't happen, I thought me and Aaron probably would have an all-race battle.
Yeah, we definitely would have liked to see that. I mean, you and City Posh were having it out towards the end of the race. How was that battle? Was that fun? Obviously, Willie Tix had that monster drive as well, and sort of came through you guys.
Yeah, it was fun. Like just before that, I had a little battle with was it Steph as well, in between us both, and as you can see, it kind of cost me a second place in a way, because if I didn't battle any of them, I would have stayed second. And yeah, Willie Tix was quick. He probably would have caught me up, but I felt confident enough towards the end of the race that my tyres would have. Well, once been as worn, and I would have, maybe kept second, plus with his penalty as well. But no, I said it was fun fighting them both. But at the end of the day, I can't moan too much third place, and I'm still in the fight, I guess. Could have been worse.
Yeah. So I mean, how are you feeling for next week? 15 points now, the gap, obviously, like we've mentioned. So you need what, pole position and a P3, or just a P3. And I think it'll probably go down to race wins. I don't know how that's
depends how many
decided.
wins. I think Aaron will probably win that. So yeah, I'll have to get top 2, and then I'll win. I'll obviously have it, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit confident. As I said, like, you know, Connor's had a bad race today. Hopefully, it won't be as good next week. But I don't know. Like, I just gotta. So I said, like I said, done all season, just do my job, and I've won the title.
Well, it sounds easy, but yeah, congrats on the P3, mate. Like I say, might have been a little bit higher, but a little bit unlucky. But yeah, that's that then, guys. So thank you for everybody that's watched. Over 100 comments, which, you know, fantastic support. Good to see everybody getting involved. We'll be back next week. Div 1 title is down to the last race. I think 18 points is the gap after Dutch had his little problems yesterday. This title obviously isn't done either, so make sure you tune in for Div 2. We'll see all eyes on Lennon for that title next week. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. See you guys later.